Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of
G'day and welcome back to the channel Ginger Ninja's Movie Reviews. I am the Ginger Ninja and these are my Franchise Friday reviews. And this franchise is The Prophecy. We are up to the third installment in this franchise and we're going to get straight into it. But before I do want to say a big thank you to all my new and existing subscribers. Thank you so much. It truly means the world to me. I do appreciate each and every single one of you for continuing with me as I go through all these movies. So thank you so much. Anyway, let's get on with it. The film was directed by Patrick Lussier. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But he is known for films like Drive Angry, My Bloody Valentine, the remake in 2009, and of course Terminator Genisys. Very divisive Terminator film, that one. I don't mind it. I don't like it. It's not my favorite, but you know, it is what it is. The film, of course, stars Christopher Walken returning as the Archangel Gabriel. But we get a few new faces in this one. We do have the returning Steve Hittner, but we've also got Vincent Spano, Davino Bazzota, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Karen Butler, Jack McGee, and Brad freaking Dourif. All right, so look, to be honest, anything, if you throw Brad Dourif in it, it gets an extra point straight off the bat. And I'll touch on it later, I do feel his character was underused. But the plot involves, and this is directly from IMDb, as the war between heaven and earth rages on, a half-human, half-angel, Danyael, is mankind's only hope against a diabolical angel that wants to destroy them all. I've said it before, but the IMDb plots are not great. There is a lot more to it. Danyael was the son of our main protagonist from the previous film. He's grown up now, and he is a nephilim. So he has the powers of the angel, but the free will of a human, so he can do a lot more. He's also got the soul, so it makes him more powerful or something. They don't really dive too much into that stuff. If you want a really good breakdown of that stuff, watch Supernatural. That has a Nephilim in it, and it's really cool. Anyway, The Prophecy 3, The Ascent. It's the third, obviously, installment in the Prophecy series, and it continues the saga of angels and the eternal struggle for power and heaven and all that stuff coming into play and letting humans in and why they don't want humans in and why angels pretty much want to destroy us. Okay. It does attempt to breathe new life into the apocalyptic narrative set forth by its predecessors. Will it succeed? Let's find out. Now, kicking it off with the cast, and Christopher Walken, what can I say? Look, when does he not deliver a great performance? Honestly, it's Christopher Walken. Say no more, right? He does deliver another captivating performance as the enigmatic Archangel Gabriel, who now more so than in previous installments has a more human approach to the character, displaying his character's growth through these three films. In particular, there is a diner scene which was in the first film where Gabriel and I cannot remember Amanda Plummer's character's name, but they are in the diner. He returns to the same diner and is served by the same waitress. It's this little addition of I don't want to say witty repartee, but the back and forth between them that just added depth and charisma and helped keep me engaged with him as a character and his growth. However, the other characters lack any depth or complexity. The protagonist, Danyael, Danyael, I don't know how, Daniel, we'll call him, portrayed by Dave Bazota. He fails to elicit any sympathy or interest from the audience, and it makes it difficult to invest in his journey. His mother was killed when he was quite young, and it seems as though he was protected by Gabriel, which is another interesting point in his journey, but it never really goes into depth about that. So when we see him in his opening scenes and his revival, we're just like, okay, fair enough. That's it. Vincent Spano is an underrated actor, but his character in this is very bland. He does bring some emotions to it in his rage and anger, but it's never fully explored. And braddourif. What a wasted opportunity. This character, the blind zealot, could have really elevated the tension in this film. But no, just a very wasted opportunity in this one. And despite featuring these talented actors, The Prophecy 3 just fails to make effective use of their abilities. Their characters are so underdeveloped, and they're just there as plot devices, and it misses the opportunity for a more meaningful contribution to the story. Directing and writing, this one, the storyline for The Prophecy 3 just feels uninspired and derivative compared to its predecessors. It kind of follows a predictable formula with little in the way of originality or innovation. The plot fails to offer any significant surprises or twists, making it feel somewhat stale. That being said, there are some rather dark and moody cinematography that's used in the film, and it does have a very haunting score that creates this chilling vibe, and it does suck you into the world of angels and nephilim. However, it's few and far between, and it's not enough to really elevate this to the next level. Now on to the effects. So, look, one thing this movie does really well, it does offer some well choreographed action sequences and fight scenes, and it showcases some intense combat. And look, while it's not groundbreaking, it does take it a step over the standard fare. Some of the CGI effects, however, do appear to be quite dated and unconvincing, and it does diminish the film's overall impact when it comes to the effects. Now, rewatchability. This was a first-time watch for me, so I can actually say, yes, I definitely would return to watch this one. However, this is mostly for Christopher Walken's performance. That was the standout for me in this film above everything else. Like, his performance was just great. The film overall, however, I'll rewatch this one just so I can say, because the other ones I have rewatched before, like one I've seen a couple of times now, more than that, I probably watched it a few times on VHS, I reckon. The second one I do remember seeing, but I don't remember a lot about it. Rewatching it, it kind of was like watching a fresh film. This was completely fresh, so yeah, I definitely would go back and rewatch it at least one more time. After that, who knows? Final verdict. So, The Prophecy 3 is a fun, somewhat thrilling ride, and it will satisfy your cravings for supernatural suspense. If you grab some popcorn, dim the lights, and delve into a world where angels aren't always the good guys, you're probably going to have a pretty good time. Just don't expect anything too much out of this film. Overall, for a score, I would give it a 6 out of 10. Would have been a higher score if it had more braddourif in it, because I would have liked to have seen his character and Christopher Walken's character. That would have been mind-blowing. Would have been awesome seeing those two actors go at it as, an angel and a zealot. Just would have been spot on. But anyway, I'm not a writer, I'm not a director, I don't make films, but Man, if I could, I would put that shit in there. So there you have it. That is my review of The Prophecy 3, The Ascent. Come back next week while I'll be looking at the 4th film in the franchise. This is a 5-film franchise, so we do have 4, which I'm not entirely sure what's that called. Uprising, and then 5 will be the following week, Forsaken, and then I will have another franchise starting the week after that. So that'll be interesting to see. But anyway, if you do want to see them, don't forget, hit that notification bell so that way you're notified when my reviews come out. And while we're on that topic, hit that like button, much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel, for all this future content. I've got my Franchise Fridays, obviously. My Trashy Tuesdays, they're always a lot of fun. My 60-second reviews are just movies that I watch during the week, give you a quick review of them. Could be anything, could be action, sci-fi, horror, comedy, you name it. Could be anything, but if you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified every time I do release a new one. So anyway, I'm blathering on. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.